Alright guys, we're back from the dyno and everything went pretty much better than expected. Got to put down exactly 400 wheel horsepower. And that's about where I wanted to stop it because I know after that point the transmissions tend to become kind of a weak spot. You could definitely go up to like 400 wheel torque and generally you're okay as long as you have a solid transmission build, but much beyond that, these transmissions haven't really been known to help hold up the best. And really there were minimal issues on the dyno. There were a couple things that I wasn't 100% sure about, so we just did it while we were there. And then the only unexpected thing that happened was a coupler blew off, and that's because I kind of had to make a homemade bead roll on one of the pipes. We made a legitimate bead roll while we were there on the dyno real quick, and everything went awesome. But there are a couple small reliability issues. Something's going on with the cooling fans. One stopped working. I'm pretty sure I know why. The other one seems to actually be going the opposite direction. I technically reversed it already or whatever, but apparently I didn't actually reverse it. We'll see here in a few. But the other thing that was an issue was actually this. The breather hose off of the valve cover was just a little too close to the exhaust. So they'll upgrade with a DEI heat wrap, or I think they call it flame proof wrap or whatever. But yeah, I knew that this was going to be awfully close to the exhaust. I did not know. I guess the steel braided probably would have been good to go with instead of, apparently this stuff is actually nylon. If you ever see the black stuff, especially anything black and colored, it's actually nylon coated instead of stainless steel. There is still stainless steel on the inside along with PTFE, but I kind of like the fact that I had that instead of the stainless, just for the fact that I knew that something was going wrong with it. Instead of it getting the stainless hose on the outside still being fine, and then just, you know, the inside deteriorating over time, then have hot oil drop right there on the exhaust, because that is a big no-no. That would be instant fire and could be the end of the car. But thankfully nothing like that happened. Hopefully this will help. I'll have to keep an eye on it. But yeah, other than that, I need to rip the bumper off and the intercooler and see what's going on with these fans. But everything else went very well. The car is healthy for the moment, and yeah, really happy with it. Alright guys, back at the track. First time with the turbo setup. Gonna go out there and see how it does. I'm not really planning on doing any hard launches or anything, because this car has been such a goal for mine for so long that I really want to not break it, and I have friends coming around that I really want to show. So just kind of want to see what it does. They're having the street drags tonight where they're giving out stickers for if you reach 100, 125 or 150 mile an hour with your street car. So that's what we're doing tonight. We'll see what it does. If it doesn't do what I'm expecting, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not trying to go out there and break it tonight. I just kind of want to see how quickly it will go. So see you guys here in a few.
Under 35 mile an hour, wow, 1162.
Alright guys, well, can't really say it didn't go to plan, but it definitely wasn't the most smooth. The first run was the best, ran 14.4 at 111. It was doing a weird thing where I didn't launch very hard. Wasn't able to get a good launch. These tires I have, they're street tires. I plan on running on street tires for now. This car isn't intended to necessarily be a drag car. So anyhow, ran 14.4, 111, pretty good, but going from third to fourth, it was breaking up. My tuner was out here. We think it was going to lean cut. Basically, whenever I was in between gears, the wideband would read that it was lean because you're out of throttle, and the air fuel mixture does go lean. So whenever I get into the next gear, it wouldn't want to go into boost because it was thinking it was lean, is basically what we're leaning towards. But, so I don't know. I might have to change my my air fuel gauge in this. I kind of got them all more or less for the aesthetic of the brand. They're everything stack branded. I don't know. I just thought everything looked kind of cool with the OEM gauges to these. And I mean, the wideband is obviously a digital readout, but I don't know. That's kind of what I liked. But, yeah. So I don't know. Might have to go with like an AEM or something like that. I know they are the standard in the industry, very accurate, easier to work with. So I might have to do that, especially since, I mean, it's digital anyway, so it doesn't really necessarily match the rest of everything. But yeah, after that, it kept on just kind of getting worse. I mean, obviously, I probably wasn't driving it the best. In the final pass, we went full kill on it a little. Well, I wouldn't say full kill, but it got turned up a bit. And there just was no traction first, second, or third, hardly at all. And come fourth gear, apparently in the top of third, it blew off a coupler. So the last run only ended up around like 80, 85 out the back end. But ran 111 the first time, 14.4. My fastest pass ever at the quarter mile, so I was happy about that. And we'll be back out here to do again. I just really wanted to come because tonight was the street drags. So I actually got a sticker and got my name on the 100 mile an hour club out here. So I don't know. Doesn't really mean a whole lot, but I think it's kind of cool. So I guess that's going to be it for today. I'll catch you guys next time. So the last video was going to the drag strip. That's not really what I necessarily built this car for, is just to go to the drag strip, but I'd probably be lying if I said that I was happy with the time that it set last time. I mean, we were getting plenty of mile an hour. It trapped 111, I believe, on one of the passes, and I mean, that'll get you way, way faster than a 14, but the tires I have just weren't giving any sort of traction. So I kind of went out of my way and found a deal on Marketplace, because these little guys, they're great for street driving and stuff. These are more like an autocross tire, and that's kind of like one of my main intentions with this car, is to autocross. Kind of want to road course it someday. Need to figure out a oil cooler setup for it first, but in the meantime, I might have found these on Facebook Marketplace. So they're actually a 13-inch wheel. I saw Steve, who's gone and drag raced our cars before. He said that in order to fit his, he had to shave down the bleed screw on the caliper. These ones just cleared. I think they're 13 by 8s, and it's 24.5 by 8.5 by, or no, 24.5 by 8 by 13-inch wheel. But I think it's going to be more than enough traction for this. So, going back out to the drag strip tonight, and we're going to see how this goes. I'll bring you guys along. Well guys, it was a good night. I'm pretty happy. Ended up running a 13.0 for my last pass. Only had 2 passes on the slicks. And I really think the tune could actually still be adjusted and be able to get better out of it. Probably able to get some more heat out of the tires, hook up better. My 60 foot definitely wasn't that great. But yeah, here's the slip. Hold on a second. I definitely red lit. I was trying to the way I was trying to stage, I was trying to hold on the parking brake while I was on the 2-step and try to ease out of it, but ended up slipping. I actually have parking brake cables at home, but I was able to do 120. Man, that's great. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. 13.0, I mean, it is right there for a 12. So definitely think I'm gonna have to come back at least one more time this year and really try to get a 12. I mean, it was right there. I don't think there's, besides the launch, I don't know that there's a ton to improve on. I could probably try to shift a little bit smoother. I got a data log. There has been some weird issue where, like, from going gear to gear, whenever it's like getting back into boost, there is like an odd hesitation. I mean, with this turbo on it, it's pretty instantaneous, the spool, but there's some sort of hesitation. I don't know if it's something with this Y band or whatever. I'll have to look at the data log when I go home. But all in all, I'm really happy. It's pretty cool. I don't think there's been a whole lot of third gen Preludes out there that have gone 13.0s, almost 12s. It's definitely got a 12 in it, but hopefully soon I'll be showing you some of that. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.
Never know what shoes up. Could be the left way, 120 mile an hour, right lane 95 mile